The night was silent. Too silent. A 20-year-old boy walked alone through a long, empty street. His slim frame was wrapped in a dark hoodie, his faded jeans brushing against his worn sneakers. Each step echoed in the cold air, louder than it should have. Above him, the street lamps flickered one by one, buzzing like they were alive. He pulled out his phone, desperate for a little comfort. But as soon as the screen lit up, it glitched, static, distortion, shapes that made no sense. The light cut out completely, leaving only his reflection staring back in the black glass. Unease settled deep in his chest. A cold gust of wind swept through the street. It wasn't a normal wind. It carried with it whispers, faint voices curling around his ears. He stopped walking, straining to listen, but the words slipped away like smoke. He glanced ahead. The lamp stretched down the road, casting long shadows across cracked pavement. Only, something was wrong. The shadows stretched too far, bending unnaturally, reaching like claws toward him. His stomach turned. He looked back quickly, and froze. The street behind him was different. Longer. Endless. As if the road itself was changing, pulling him into something he couldn't escape. Movement jolted his eyes. A black cat darted across the sidewalk, fast, its body low to the ground. Relieved for a moment, he followed it with his gaze. But when he looked back, the cat was gone. Completely gone. No sound, no trace. The street was empty again. He picked up his pace, sneakers tapping against the concrete. But something was off. His own footsteps echoed louder, heavier, like someone else was walking beside him in perfect rhythm. He slowed. The echoes slowed. He stopped. The sound continued for one more step. His chest tightened. He looked up just as the lamp above him buzzed violently, the light flaring and then bursting with a sharp crack. Darkness swallowed him. He stumbled back, his breath ragged. From the narrow alley to his right came the sound of breathing. Slow. Close. Too close. He spun toward it, only to find emptiness. No one there. The wind shifted, carrying a paper bag across the ground. But instead of following the current, the bag pushed against it, dragging itself forward like something alive. He shivered, taking another step back. And then, he saw it. At the far end of the street. A figure. Tall. Motionless. Standing perfectly still beneath a faint lamp. His body locked. His eyes burned. He blinked once, and it was gone. He rubbed at his eyes, whispering to himself that he was imagining things. But the next lamp flickered, throwing his own shadow across the ground. Only now it didn't look like him. It stretched long, twisted, bent out of shape. A distorted version of himself. He gasped, the shadow snapping back to normal as quickly as it had changed. The cold crept deeper into his bones. He pulled his hoodie tighter, shivering violently. Silence pressed heavy on his ears. And then, he heard it. A whisper. His name. Clear. Soft. Spoken just behind him. His heart slammed in his chest. He spun around. Nothing. The street was empty. The lamps buzzed faintly, mocking him with their dim light. His pocket lit up suddenly, his cracked phone screen glowing against the dark. His hand shook as he pulled it out. One message. 3 words. Don't look back. He dropped the phone instantly, the glass shattering against the pavement. The sound echoed like a gunshot, bouncing through the street. His breathing grew heavier. The air itself seemed to close in, pressing against him, suffocating. The road narrowed before his eyes, shrinking into darkness. And then, he saw it again. The same figure. Not far away this time. Standing under a lamp. Closer. Watching, the boy walked faster, but the lamps above him started turning off, one after another, swallowing the street in darkness. His chest tightened. He could feel eyes on him, though the road looked empty. From the corner of his vision, a shadow moved. When he turned, a tall figure stood under a lamp ahead. Still. Silent. Watching. His stomach dropped. He blinked once, gone. Whispers grew louder around him. Dozens of voices chanting his name. He stumbled forward, trying to block them out. His phone lit up suddenly on the ground, cracked screen glowing red with one word, run. Panic gripped him. He ran. Sneakers slamming the pavement, heart pounding in his ears. He didn't dare look back, but he felt it, the figure chasing, closing the distance without a sound. He darted into a narrow alley, pressing against the wall, holding his breath. For a moment, silence. Then, breathing. Deep, heavy, right next to his ear. He screamed and bolted back onto the street, his vision swimming. Ahead, one last street lamp flickered weakly. He stumbled into its glow, falling to his knees, gasping for air. The light buzzed, flickered, then went out. Darkness. Total. When his eyes adjusted, the figure was right in front of him. Its face pale, hollow, a grin stretching impossibly wide. The boy tried to run, but cold hands gripped his throat. His scream died in silence. His body went limp. The street fell quiet again. The lamps flickered once, and the night swallowed everything.